welcome back to To Be God Debut. I'm Mal, Cerberus enjoyer and longtime Percy Jackson fan.
And I'm Julie, Percy Jackson newbie, and member of the Baby Percy Protection Detail.
I love that. I would like to join, please.
Absolutely.
And this is a podcast about Julie watching the Percy Jackson show for the first time. We've made it to episode 7, The Underworld.
I have so many thoughts.
And I actually, we're gonna have to just jump right in because I have been waiting to ask you your thoughts on the show's take on Hades as our Hades enjoyer.
Yeah. Gotta be honest. Didn't love it.
I figured you wouldn't.
I don't know. I don't want to be mean to, the actor, because I have nothing against the man. I know nothing about this man. I thought he seemed somewhat familiar, so I started, going through what he's been in and stuff. And the only thing, he was, a producer on this, Netflix show about my hometown. But I'm like, he wasn't in it.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, remember that Evil Genius show I made you watch?
Oh, yes.
He was an executive producer on that.
Huh.
But it's not like he was narrating it, or because I thought his voice sounded familiar more than anything, but I didn't recognize it, any of the shows or movies or whatever.
Yeah, because now that you say that, I'm like, no, he does seem familiar, but I don't recognize anything.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm he's similar to somebody else I know, but I can't think of who that would be. So his voice, it was mainly his voice that was very familiar to me.
Yeah.
But, not giving, the kind of, mob boss, beefy Hades that I love. That's kind of the portrayal I like of Hades, because I apparently like evil men, I guess. I don't know. But, I was kind of expecting, okay, this is different because it's animated, but even, Hades in, the Hercules movie, that's a big dude.
Right,
You know? Alpha energy.
Yeah.
This guy's not giving alpha.
You were looking for more of an Ares vibe.
Yes, I was. Yeah, maybe that's why I was like, Ares is kind of hot. That's what I was thinking. That's what I want Hades to be like.
That's what you were wanting. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. He seems sweet, and I kind of like him, but he doesn't scream, Hades to me.
Right. Nothing against, the, character, seemed... I didn't hate him, but I'm like, it's not, ruler of the underworld, you know what I mean?
Right. And there was no point where I actually believed that he was gonna do anything to these kids or they were in any danger at all.
Right.
And it's you thought these kids stole from you.
Where's your vengeance?
And you're being remarkably chill.
I need a little bit of not brutality, but give me something, you know?
Right. And I'm thinking because sort of the biggest plot relevant thing that Hades does is cursing the Oracle, which is the reason that May Castellan goes off the deep end and the whole chain of events happens. This doesn't feel to me like a Hades who would curse the Oracle.
No. There's no vengefulness. There's not that... I don't know how to describe it.
It feels like a Hades who has been to therapy.
Yes.
And love this for you, King. The way that he's talking about, oh, the other gods, they hold these grudges for forever, and that's just not healthy. And I'm respect to you for working on yourself, but you kind of have a very important grudge.
Right. It's kind of integral to the story.
That kickstarts a lot of things. And even really nice people. Because one thing about him, I'm I could believe that he's a wife guy.
Oh, for sure.
You know? So I could understand him snapping after the death of Maria D'Angelo. Sure, fine. But I don't know, he seems so mellow and so chill that I'm having this curse for, I guess it's more than 60 years now. Gosh, is it 80 years? 80 years since the 40s?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, holding this grudge for 40 years is it doesn't check out for this Hades. And so I'm the lore implications, you know?
Yeah, it's just, again, nothing against the guy, but I don't know if this I guess boils down, not what I was expecting, not my favorite portrayal of Hades.
Right. You were hoping for a
Hades Town.
Hades Town.
Yes.
Hades, yes. And I do think that is one of my favorite portrayals of Hades as well, because you've got, you can believe that this is a man who commands the underworld, but also he's a man who loves his wife.
Yes.
And that's Hades at his core, you know? He's a wife guy.
Mm-hmm.
And so this Hades could also be a wife guy, but it's is he really commanding the underworld? I don't know.
Would I respect this guy if I was in the underworld? I don't know. I don't know. Like, I wouldn't be scared of him. That's the thing. I wouldn't be scared of him.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, like, okay, if he brought this energy to, not to talk about Hades Town again, but I'm gonna, like, Orpheus. Orpheus approaches him and is like, hey, I'm gonna take my wife. Like, this seems like the guy who'd be like, yeah, sure, take your wife. Not the guy who would be coming up with this convoluted plan to, like, separate them so that way he still wins. Like, I don't know.
Right. I don't see it.
And perhaps we just need more of him. Perhaps we're going in a different direction.
Hmm.
Because, like, that's the thing that's fun about this to me is it's like there's so much more show left to make and to do that, like, things could totally change. And by the end, we could be like, he's the best. So,
Yeah, this first reaction, who knows? Maybe he'll surprise us.
who knows? All right. Good. I feel vindicated because I would have been a little surprised if you were like, no, I loved him.
You know me too well.
Thinking about the like vibe of Hades from the book, I feel like Krusty in the opening scene is almost a little more Hades-esque, just based on like the way he's described in the book as being very like slimy and
Yeah, I did not
greasy.
like Krusty, though. I did not like Krusty.
I didn't like this either because I love the scene in the book because it's unhinged.
Mm-hmm.
Like Percy getting him to lay down on his own bed and then just like straight up decapitating him. Crazy. I mean, again, kids show. We've sanitized it a little bit.
Right.
I understand that they're not going to let me watch Walker Scobell just decapitate a guy. That's fine.
Whatever.
But still, there could have been a little more to this scene.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, the use of like Annabeth being invisible, that's good, that's smart. And the whole bit about like, you know, it's hard for us, our parents always trying to make us fit and stretching us into what they want us to be. Like, there's a lot of like good elements that I just don't think come together well.
Yeah, I will say though, like the less he was on screen, the better for me because I did not enjoy that.
That guy, what's his name? Hold on, I gotta look him up. I think he plays a lot of like creepy, sleazy guys like this.
Yeah.
He was also in the terrible Lightning Thief movie as Charon, the ferryman who like takes them across the river Styx.
Oh. Okay.
So he's just always out here like guarding entrances to the underworld.
Mm-hmm.
The man has a brand.
He's being typecast.
No hate to him. If I saw him in real life, I would be like, yeah, that's a man who is guarding Hades,
Yeah.
like, for sure. I'm thinking about now the line from Brooklyn Nine-Nine where Holt, like, looks at his nemesis and is like, if you're here, who's guarding Hades? I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine. What a show. And then the entrance to the underworld, I miss it being a record store. Or, not a record. I miss it being a recording studio. I thought that was fun in the book and in the
It's
musical.
just Yeah.
We just have like a spooky do not enter door in a closet.
Low effort.
And it's kind of
Come on.
like, okay. The Grover squeaky ball bit, however, hilarious.
Love.
Because I too am like a fidgeter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't see this because this is an audio medium, listener of this podcast, but I am always playing with something. A lot of times I am playing with nail clippers and just like opening them and closing them and squeezing them a little bit and then opening them again and then squeezing them, like, because it's a fun little thing. So if you ever hear like little clicks, it's probably my nail clippers, or I've got a pin that I'm like clicking or twirling in my fingers or something. So I felt very seen by Grover taking the squeaky ball, and then the way that you can hear it throughout the whole rest of the scene, hilarious to me. Like, they're trying to have this very serious conversation about like the pearls, and Percy wants them each to take one, and the whole time you just hear the ball squeaking.
So good.
Grover, what an icon. And so we each enter the underworld with a pearl, which, you know, is ultimately why we end up losing one of them. Though I guess one is better than all of them, so it's probably a good call to split them up.
I don't know. Percy didn't lose his. He could have kept all 4 of them.
I mean, you're right. But what if Percy had been the one that...
We'll never know, I guess.
But I mean, you know, if I was going to put money on somebody losing their pearl, my money would be on Grover. Unfortunately.
Like, I'd almost be tempted to, like, give it to Annabeth, but then, like, she gets trapped, so you'd have to take him back anyway, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think Annabeth should have held on to, but
Yeah.
perhaps that's just me being like, she's the girl, so she has to parent these boys, and that feels not great.
I just think she's the most responsible.
But also, she is the most responsible, so, like, yeah. Love that she says, let's go get your mom, instead of, let's go get the bolt.
Love.
Really recognizing what's important here. And all of this happens before we get our, like, title card for the episode.
Mm-hmm.
So if you didn't know what show you were watching, now you do. It's Percy Jackson. Like, I think this is... just based on vibes, I think this is the longest opening bit before you get like the
Yeah.
title. So I don't know what that means, but it's something. And so then we immediately go to baby Percy, and he's in the Subaru. So this is the scene that Lin-Manuel Miranda was teasing for us in the last episode. And it is Sally dropping off tiny baby Percy at boarding school for what I assume is the first time.
He's so cute.
He's so cute. He's so small. And Sally hits us with a "we're not in Kansas anymore," which Percy doesn't understand the reference of, and that will come back in just a moment. But he does not want to go to boarding school. And the way that he locks the car door is so bratty.
He's a little stinker.
I love him. But it's also like this is this whole thing is hard to watch because like Percy and Sally are both so valid in their feelings here. I don't feel like either of them are in the wrong, which makes it worse. And it makes me think of the line that Hermes gave us in reference to this scene, where he was talking about, like, you know, being so close to someone you love, knowing that neither of you have any choice but to keep hurting each other. Like, yeah, that is kind of what's happening. That's kind of what's happening because he's entitled to feel like his mom is trying to get rid of him, and she also is making the correct choice. So it's like, a little different than being a deadbeat dad, though. Screw you, Hermes.
Her face when he said, "Why are you trying so hard to get rid of me?" Oh my god. Oh my god.
This whole thing just, oh, it hurts. It hurts. And her hitting him with the "this is happening, and this is just a matter of how hard you make it before we have to say goodbye." Ugh. My favorite mother son duo ripped apart. Tragedy. Then we're back in the underworld. And I do appreciate that it's not simply Christian hell.
Mhm.
Because so often it's just simply Christian hell. But here we've got no fire, we've got no.
Was hoping for a bit more color though.
Yeah, it is a little dreary. It is also very empty. And it wasn't really described that way in the book.
Right.
The only time we see other people or like spirits or whatever they are is when he's like pushing through the line to get to the front because, you know, only suckers wait in line. And I love that he's like, "You gotta come to the city and I'll teach you some things." Like, Percy, what are you getting into in the city?
I'm sorry, if there was like a little kid pushing through a crowd and he like bumped into me, I would not be happy. I wouldn't do anything to the kid, obviously, but I'd be like, "Oh, the kids," you know?
Right. But also, I'm like, I feel like if anyone's gonna fight you for cutting in line, it'd be a New Yorker.
I'd be like, "What were you doing?"
Oh, yeah. What's wrong with you, kid?
Yeah, get out of here.
Oh, and we get our second Wizard of Oz reference because Percy then tells himself that he's not in Kansas, and Annabeth is like, "Hey, focus. We left Kansas 4 days ago." Very funny to me. Call back to the fact she's never seen a movie. Someone show this girl the Wizard of Oz.
Please.
Hopefully they get back from their little quest and they figure out how to watch movies at camp. And Chiron's got a boombox and like cassette tapes, so maybe he's also got a VHS player. I also a little bit miss. I feel like a lot of the underworld is a little bit underwhelming to me, which makes sense then leading up into a Hades that ends up being a little bit underwhelming in my opinion. But I miss the mind games that they play with Charon and the like offering him a raise and the way that Percy like is like stacking drachmas on the counter as he's like, "No, you deserve to be appreciated. Like you deserve benefits." Like Percy's trying to get the workers of the underworld to unionize, and I want to see it. I want to see it in the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
And then Cerberus. I do enjoy the evil, not evil. Dogs are incapable of evil. The scary three-headed mythology puppy. I don't know how to describe Cerberus really, but that's all he is. He's just a puppy. Would you pet Cerberus?
You know, it's hard because I love dogs, but I hate slobber so very much. So I don't want to get my hands all yucky. If I could pet him without getting slobber on my hands, yes.
That feels right.
I hate dog slobber. I hate it. I hate it.
Dog slobber is disgusting. But I also like I hate spit in general, like human spit as well. Blech.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I would rather deal with other body liquids any day.
Ugh. I agree.
I also feel Cerberus isn't as cute as the Chimera.
Yeah.
And, you know, adorable dog just straight up eats Grover. It feels a little unnecessary to me because Again, there's no point that I'm actually worried for these children's safety because I know that they have plot armor and they're gonna be fine. So to just like have him get straight up eaten, I'm like, well, so obviously we're gonna get Grover out of there. And it was kind of like the second that it happened, I was sort of like, well, that's how he's gonna lose the pearl
Mhm.
in the dog. I am also curious about Grover's ability, once they get him out of the dog. His ability to carry Percy up the cliff, like he has so much more control over the flying shoes than he did
Yeah.
when he tried to use them at Medusa's.
Like, was he practicing, like, in his spare time? Like,
That's my question. Like, when did he have time?
or was it like Kronos, like, hey, we're gonna get you as close as we can to Tartarus. We're just gonna help you out now.
I didn't even consider that the shoes might have been doing more work than Grover there. That's a good point.
Like, they're so close to the pit. Like, let's just give them a boost.
Yeah, let's get him there. Let's go. Also, Annabeth somehow making it halfway up this cliff where they have to like pull her over because the next time she is anywhere near a cliff, it does not
Mhm.
go quite as well. Because the next time would be Titan's Curse when she gets taken and forced to hold the sky. And there's a little fetch situation. I miss the love that Annabeth and Cerberus had for each other in the book. Like, that was precious to me.
Yeah.
And this doesn't feel like she loves this dog the same way,
No.
you know? Also, with Grover losing the pearl in the dog, I feel like if this was a slightly different show, if the show was sillier, I feel like when Grover's like, "Oh, I lost the pearl in the dog," you would then cut to like the real world where the dog has like zapped and now the dog is like in the real world wreaking havoc on like New York City or something.
Mhm.
But it's, we're not really quite that slapsticky. I do really dig Hades' palace being upside down. I think that's kind of
I
cool.
did like that, yeah.
Like the palace is cool. There are parts of the underworld that I'm like, this really rocks, and then there are parts of it that it's like, okay, this is just like a big empty open
Mhm.
space. So then we go back to the school, and the headmaster or whoever Sally is talking to is saying that they are not going to let Percy into the school because of his Pegasus drawing. And initially, my first thought was, okay, so like this school doesn't accept any weird teenage girl who like, or I guess this school doesn't accept any weird preteen girl who like,
Horse girls?
yeah, spends her day drawing Pegasi. Like,
Mhm.
I knew so many of those girls in school. Like kids are always going to draw silly monster things. But then he does continue and he's like, it's not, the drawing, it's the fact that he was out on the roof saying that he saw something and like we think
Right.
he needs psychological help, which he doesn't. He's perfectly fine, but And the irony of this man suggesting that she homeschool when I don't think Percy would love anything more. Like, he would be so excited to be homeschooled by his mom.
Well, and like she's a single mom. With what time is she going to homeschool?
Yeah.
Like he has to have known she was a single mom.
No, I know. Like, Sally does not have the resources,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Because I also wonder, like, was Gabe in the
Right.
picture at this point?
Still kind of a single mom because he's useless.
Right. Yeah. Honestly, she's more of a single mom than she would be just by herself
Right.
because now she has two sons.
Mhm.
And the one who's a grown man is worse than the 12-year-old. But yeah, one thing I don't think that the show does great with is explaining, the why of Gabe. Like, we don't know why Sally is with him. We don't know when they got together. We don't even know if it's still for the same reason as it was in the book, which is like to
Mhm.
use his scent to kind of mask Percy. So yeah, like is Gabe around in
Yeah.
this flashback? I don't know. And I'm just thinking of little baby Percy, and this is why I would like to join your defense squadron because he's sitting there on this bench listening to this person at this school tell his mom that he can't come here. And so he's probably thinking, "Yay, I'm not going to have to come here." And then he's has to listen to his mom like fight for him to be able to go to this school.
Right.
No wonder he thinks that she doesn't want him around. Like, she's working really hard to send
Yeah.
him to the school. My poor, poor son.
I can't get over how freaking cute he is. I really can't.
What a cute kid.
Mhm.
He's a great little actor, too. Like, he's just so precious. I believe he's coming back for season
Oh,
2. I think that was confirmed, so
yes.
I hope we see more of him. They've also cast a little Annabeth,
Oh
and
my
she
gosh.
is heartbreakingly cute. It's Leah's real cousin.
No way. Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, "Oh, that's so cute." So I know that
Oh my
those
gosh.
flashbacks with like
Yeah.
Luke and Thalia and Annabeth, those are going to destroy me.
Mhm.
Those like that's going to end me. R.I.P. So, yeah. Then back to our gang in the underworld. Grover's like, "Well, since I lost my pearl, guess I'll die. Like, I'll stay here in the underworld."
Guess
But
we'll
Percy's like,
die.
"No, I'm gonna sacrifice myself." Like, Percy, stop trying to sacrifice yourself for everyone else challenge. Yet again, he's like, "No, no, no, you guys are getting out with my mom, and then
Mhm.
I'll figure it out from there."
Come on.
Boy, no. Stop. That fatal flaw do be fatal flaw, and like, he cares so much about the people that he loves. What a guy. And now, one of the aspects of the underworld that I really did enjoy was the asphodel tree people. I just think this is a very cool way of representing like the spirits of asphodel as kind of rooted down by their
Mhm.
regrets from life. And so I guess personal question that you don't have to answer if you don't want, but do you think that you have regrets that would keep you rooted?
Hmm. I don't think so. Not yet, anyway.
Right, we still have time.
Yeah, like even if I had something that I wish I missed out on, like it's almost like a well, would I be where I am right now in my life, which I'm like very happy with. So it's kind of like no, something might happen in the future. Who
Right.
knows, in the future. But right now, I think I would do it all the same.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same. Like there are a couple of things that I'm like, what would have happened if I had done this instead of like what I ended up doing, or like what would have happened if I like
Hmm.
pursued something different in college, or like
Right.
chose a different extracurricular in high school, like, but that's not like a I regret doing what I did.
Right.
It's more of a it would be interesting to see. So yeah, I don't really think that I would
Hmm.
either. And so then I guess that brings us to Annabeth's regret. And I feel like this could be any number of things. And fun fact for you, they don't tell us. Like they never explicitly say what this regret is. So like, I don't know, do you have any thoughts on what it could be?
I feel like it's got to be like something with her time around when she was with Luke and Thalia, but I don't know if it's like oh, like I could have saved Thalia, even though I'm like, you're a baby, so no. But also like, or is it more like something to do with Luke?
Yeah, right.
Because I'm kind of interested to see how they portray that relationship more in this show than
Yeah.
kind of like in comparison to how it's portrayed in the book. Because I feel like they have that more sibling relationship in the show. And
Right.
in the book, it leans a bit more like heavy on her having a crush on him. And like there being like some kind of romantic feeling there.
Yeah.
Which in the show, I feel like they all but said no.
Yeah, we've moved away from that. Like it's a lot more familial, which I do like because I think at the end of the day, like it comes down to them being family. And so I think you can do away with the crush and still have them have this really deep relationship. Yeah. So I was like, I feel like there are three options. And you hit on two of them. And it's like the other one, it's like when this first came out, I was like, oh, so it's got to be her dad. And this regret is going to be the like reason that
Mm.
she goes home at the end of
Uh huh.
this season, because at the end of the book, she goes home to Virginia
Mm-hmm.
for the school year for the first time since she left, which like spoiler, and I haven't seen the last episode, she does do that, but doesn't say why. So it's like it could be because of this. She also may just have all of these regrets, like these all might be what it is, and that's why she's the one who's like
Mm-hmm.
affected more than anyone else. I also wonder if she suspects Luke more than she
Yeah.
has been willing to say and like recognize, or like she at least recognizes that like Luke is not himself. Luke has been in a dark
Uh huh.
place and she like regrets not doing more about that. I don't know. But yeah, I think regardless, this regret has something to do with her family, whether it is Thalia, Luke, or her dad, or all three.
Mm-hmm.
The trifecta.
She's been through a lot.
This poor girl, like, can't she just have
Right.
can't she just have a good family, please? Where no one is dead or evil or kind of a deadbeat? Like, come on. And like the fact that they never explicitly say what it is makes me wonder if Annabeth even knows what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And like if this is something we're going to revisit, because I feel like she's got a very big sort of emotional backstory, not backstory. She's got a very big like character moment coming up with like the sirens. And so I wonder if we'll connect it back to this,
Uh-huh.
or if we're just never going to bring up this
Hmm.
regret again. I don't know. I also think it's very interesting that she's like, okay, I'll take the pearl and I'll get out of here. I trust your dad. Like, girl, that makes one of us, because what?
That feels out of character a little bit. Like, I don't know. I feel like Annabeth in the book would not be that.
Yeah. Especially after what's happened with her own mother.
Right.
Like, I wonder what point in the books Annabeth sort of develops the grudging respect that she sort of ends up with for Poseidon. Because it's not in the Lightning Thief.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like she sort of starts to tolerate Poseidon because of Percy. So yeah, for her to be like, I trust your dad. You do? What?
Why?
Yeah, why would any of you trust the gods for anything at this point?
Mm-hmm.
It feels like they are consistently being burned by the gods. Like Athena let the Chimera into the arch in the 4th episode, and then the whole Ares situation, and then also Hephaestus turned Percy into gold, and then last episode Hermes kept us trapped in a hotel for extra time so that we missed our deadline. Like, I guess the only god that hasn't let us down has been Poseidon, only because he saved Percy at the arch. So I guess if we had to trust a god, he's a valid option.
I
I
guess, yeah. Like, out of all of them, right?
I don't know. Maybe. And then the other thing that really gets me is she's like, I'll distract the dog, you get out of here. And then she like zaps away immediately. Like, girl, you did zero distracting. Zero distracting of the dog.
Yeah.
Thanks for nothing. And then my next bullet point is like, oh, thank God the sand scene is brighter, because I was like squinting at my phone
Yes!
this morning trying
It
to
was
see
so
what was
hard to
going on
see.
in Asphodel. Like, it was so dark.
Like, I get it's the underworld, but come on.
Like, I think that's a common criticism of this season online, that like it gets very dark. Like, the amusement park was
Mm-hmm.
also really, really dark. It's kind of funny that our brightest scene in the underworld is when we are being dragged
Mm-hmm.
into Tartarus, the darkest pit in the underworld. And like the visual of Grover getting pulled in is cool. This is the only time that I really believe that they're in any
Right.
danger,
Yeah.
I think, in the underworld, because he is moving fast. And I'm just curious how Percy got his sword to like stick in the sand like that and stay.
Yeah, like, how deep did that thing go?
Because I don't know, I've tried to set up a beach umbrella,
Oh my god.
and like
Nightmare.
it's not that sturdy. And I would think something with a blade would like
Yeah.
cut through the sand more. Because it's not even like he's holding Riptide like sideways to where you've got the flat of the blade like providing
Mhm.
resistance with the sand. It's like sideways. Like the sharp part is towards him. So I'm just, how did this happen? Is there like a rock under there that Riptide has run into?
I
Like,
need answers.
logistically, how is this working? And then Percy opens up his backpack, and here we have the bolt. I think that the way that the bolt is designed is awesome. I like that it looks like a weapon.
It reminds me of like a boomerang. I don't know why. That's what it looks like to me. It's like, this is it?
Yeah, no, I can see that. I don't know. I appreciate the fact that it's like the celestial bronze.
I mean, very intricate, but
situation.
literally I couldn't stop thinking it was a boomerang, like, when I first saw it.
Well, if it's a boomerang, it's not a very good one, because it is not coming back to Zeus on its own.
Yeah.
We're fighting hard to bring that bolt back
Maybe
to,
Zeus was
back to
mistreating it, so it doesn't want to go back.
Zeus. I'm sure Zeus was mistreating it. It's Zeus. And I'm glad that Percy brings up again that, like, wait, this isn't even my backpack. I got this from Ares. Because getting the backpack from Ares was so blink and you miss it. Like, he just kind of throws the backpack at Percy and is like, here's some supplies. And, like, even knowing that the backpack comes from Ares, I was like, oh yeah, the backpack comes from Ares.
Mm-hmm.
And I do appreciate the little moment that they have where Grover's like, we have the bolt, like that's the quest. Then without even having to talk about it, he's like, so we're gonna go get your mom now. Just the way that Grover and Annabeth are so willing to risk everything to help him get his mom is so special and important to me. I love them. They're the trio of all time.
Absolutely.
And the saddest thing is that we never get this trio, just the three of them, again in this series.
Oh,
Like, this is it. Like, I miss them. Not that I don't love Tyson. I love throwing Tyson in the mix, but
it's different, you know?
yeah, it's very different. And every time I hear Grover say, Zeus is just gonna have to wait, I just think, oh my god, Zeus is gonna strike him down.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess I don't know if Zeus can because he doesn't have his lightning bolt, so. And then we have to go back to baby Percy sitting at a table with his mom with a beautiful ice cream sundae in front of him that he has not touched.
The willpower of a child.
I know, that's how you know he's upset.
Yeah.
Because this is like, what, a 7, 8-year-old kid, and he's not eating his ice cream? Poor baby's going through it.
Mm-hmm.
And they are not having a conversation. Sally is trying to talk to him, but he is not willing to have a discussion, and he hits her with one of the worst lines of all time. Worst as in painful, not worst as in like badly written, but when he's like, why are you trying to get rid of me? I would never do this to you.
Oh, God.
Like, if a child said that to me, I think I would burst into flames. Like,
Yeah.
the guilt trip. My gosh. And like, respect to Sally for like waiting until she gets away from Percy to like start crying. Because, oh my gosh.
Talk about willpower. I think I would break down crying right there. I don't think I could wait.
Oh, he knows how to hit you where it hurts. God. Actually, like, it wouldn't even matter if it was my child telling me that. Like, anybody said that to me, I would start crying. I would be like, I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to get rid of you. But I also, like, I don't think this would help. That wouldn't help in this situation. Yeah. So we leave Sally crying at the bar of this diner, and go back to Hades' spooky rock palace, which, like, low-key they went off with. The palace, I like it, and I like that he's got the like rock elevator that they're on. It's excellent. Though it does feel a little low-key for the guy who is like the god of riches, you know?
You know what it reminded me of, and I've never played this, but like just the aesthetic, it was like Minecraft. That's what I thought when I saw it for the first time.
Yeah, that's fair. Surely someone has built this in Minecraft. I hope that you have.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that someone has, and that they can show me pictures, because yes. But I do think he needs some more, like, jewels and gold or something, because he is also the god of.
All right.
I do think it's kind of hilarious how small he looks, like, when he initially walks out.
Yeah, I'm expecting like this giant.
Because, like, you hear these, like, really commanding footsteps.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like the gods should appear giant the way they do in the book, and then they should shrink down to have like, that would make them feel more intimidating and like godly. But then also I think about how silly it looked in the movies, and then I'm like, maybe not.
Yeah.
But also in an adaptation that's good, maybe it would be good. I don't know.
Just looks comically small here.
Yeah, like this is not a big commanding god.
Mm-hmm.
And I do have questions about him offering them pomegranate juice, because obviously, you know, you like eat anything in the underworld and you are stuck there. And that's the whole thing with Persephone, because she like eats 6 seeds, then she has to spend 6 months of the year in the underworld. That's like the whole deal. But I'm like, what's the trade-off for the pomegranate juice? Is it like the number of sips you take is the number of months you have to spend in the underworld?
Like,
Or like,
what if you chug it? What does that do?
or is it that that's only the rules for Persephone, and everybody else, it's like you take even a little bit and it's you're stuck there?
Yeah.
I don't know. It also, I snort a little every time that he goes, I admire the cut of your jib. Nautical reference for you. I see you. Like, it's the I see you for me. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I guess we do get a little bit of gold, because then he's got Sally as a gold statue in his living room. And he's like folding up a blanket. So I like assume that he's had this statue covered. But then I'm fascinated by this, because like I want to know what this has looked like the last week and a half, 2 weeks, however long it's been. It's like, has he just had this like statue covered by a blanket in his living room?
Yeah, it's a bit odd.
Honestly, he has some incredible lines, none of which feel very Hades to me, because you give me what you got, and I give me you what I've got. Also hilarious. It feels like me when I am having to order something in person because I'm at like a fast food place that doesn't have a little like screen that I can order on. And I'm like, okay, I want a chicken sandwich and fries. I want a chicken sandwich and fries. I want a chicken sandwich and fries. And then I'm like, can I get a freaking sandwich and fries? Ah. Like, you just,
Yeah.
like, I've been rehearsing this and I still screwed it up.
Mhm.
That's what this feels like. And I love that we get Percy. Percy has this, like, I can't give you the bolt. It's wrong. And I have to make the right choice. And I just need you to make the right choice too. And it's like, this heroic moment only for Hades to be like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Like, what?
He's not in cahoots with Ares. He seldom cahoots. That's another one that's entered my lexicon a little bit. I do say I seldom cahoot. Not as often as the not to change the subject, but I'm gonna. Not as often as that one, but like I seldom
Mhm.
cahoot anytime I have the opportunity. And dun dun dun, it's revealed that his helm is missing, and he also like doesn't feel all that upset about this. That's the part that I don't get. He's just kind of like, yeah, my helm is missing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, you have this kid who you think stole your helm, and you're being so chill about it. Why?
Very odd.
I don't know. I'm just fascinated by this portrayal of Hades and wondering where they're going with this. I don't know. Just thinking ahead to seasons 2 and 3 and the feels inevitable 4 and 5, I'm like, where are we going?
Mhm.
How's this gonna affect the end game? Also, him saying he doesn't really do jealous, that is absolutely not true for book Hades, but
Yeah.
okay, King. And then Percy finally puts the pieces together. If it's not Hades, then it's gotta be Kronos. And I do find it interesting that this is the first time that Hades sort of seems to take this seriously.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, he just, like, it feels like he doesn't care. And then when Percy mentions Kronos, he's like,
Hold up.
oh, I can offer you protection if you give me the bolt, because now that there's going to be a war, I need that bolt to prepare.
Mhm.
It's also weird that Annabeth isn't here. I miss her.
I know.
I would be interested to see how she handled this confrontation with Hades.
Yeah.
But then again, she came in with like a very weird energy with Hermes, but I guess she doesn't have the personal beef with Hades, so she probably wouldn't be quite so disrespectful.
Yeah.
I don't know. Show Annabeth feels like she has reached her, because I feel like in the books she is a lot more goody two shoes on the side of the gods for a lot longer until she finally like starts like taking a page out of Percy's book and being more disrespectful. But like this feels like she is jumping right in
Yeah.
immediately to the blasphemy, I guess. Is it blasphemy? I don't know.
I think technically, yeah.
Like it didn't take much for her to go from the like reverence to, oh, these guys ain't shit.
Mhm.
Anyway, it's also odd that Hades like quotes his mom almost, because he's like, this only ends one way, and the question is how difficult you make it, which is like the same thing she said to him about
Yeah.
school. Wild. And then Percy tells Grover to use his pearl, and Hades does like nothing to stop them. He just lets him
He
go.
just watches it happen. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no urgency at all from Hades. Like he's just kind of there.
Right. And
Like I don't know what to do with him.
it's so weird because I don't know. Like again, maybe it's just like my idealized version of Hades. Like he seems like I don't want to use the word cuck here, but it's giving cuck energy. And I don't know how to put that in a more PG way. That's like literally like he just watches stuff happen, you know?
Yeah.
Like whatever. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, it's a very passive Hades.
Passive, that's a great term. Yeah, let's use that.
Yes. Yeah, passive is better.
Mhm.
Like Hades, don't you ever get tired of being passive? Don't you ever want to go apeshit? Like,
Right.
come on. Like I almost wish like we would have gotten a switch in him or something. Like whenever he offers them sanctuary and is like, I need to prepare for this war, and then all of a sudden they're leaving. Like I wish he had gotten angrier, shown a little more power. Like Also, he should have, like, earth power. Like, what if he started making the castle crumble or something? Like, I don't know. I just wanted this to be more than it is. Like, they just kind of get to leave without a fight.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. Then we're back to Sally crying at the diner. And her summoning Poseidon with someone else's half finished milkshake makes me feel so feral because, we had the whole thing early in the season about how, you burn what you would miss the most, and that's how the gods know that you mean it. Like, Poseidon doesn't even need a good burnt offering when it comes from Sally Jackson. Like, he is gonna come when that woman calls.
Mm-hmm.
I just I have never been like a Poseidon Sally shipper, but something about them in this show, I'm like, am I into this? Like, do I want these two back together?
He worships her, and honestly, it's what she deserves. Like, typical, like, relationship here of, like, a woman with a god. You would think she worships him. No, 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 no. Not Sally Jackson. It's the other way around.
Yeah, all she's got to do is throw a match into somebody's leftover milkshake, and that man is there.
Mm-hmm.
That's real lover behavior.
Yes.
And then what transpires between them is like there's so much tension between them, number one, but then also like it's some pretty excellent parenting.
Yeah.
And like it's it's so interesting to me to see her consider taking Percy to camp this early.
Right.
Cuz like I mean I'm sure that Book Sally considered it and always, talked herself out of it, convinced herself it wasn't the right move, kind of like she does here, but I don't know, just like seeing her actually consider that is it's interesting. And she brings up that a winged horse followed him to school. And it is a black winged horse. So I'm curious, was the horse also calling him boss?
I hope so. That would be so freaking cute, actually.
Cuz I also think it would be funny because pause. You watched the season 2 trailer, right? I sent it to you.
Yes.
Yes. So I made a whole episode, so we need your thoughts on that later. But so the moment where like Luke takes off on Blackjack, it's also a black Pegasus. It would be very funny if when Percy finally interacts with Blackjack, because praying that we finally get introduced to the idea that Percy can talk to horses and also the Pegasi.
Mm-hmm.
When Percy like talks to this horse, if it is revealed that it is the same horse that followed him to school, like I'd love that. Anyway, a side note. Also, this like the theme of Sally wanting Percy to be different than the gods and to get a chance to grow up and sort of become who he is without them is so interesting. And I appreciate it. I think that it was the right call. And I also appreciate the way that Poseidon in this conversation just like listens to her and basically affirms the decisions that she's making, but also lets her talk. Like,
Mm-hmm.
perhaps it's just that Poseidon is sort of the ideal man here. Like, because sometimes that's what you need. You just need someone to listen to you and someone to tell you that you're doing the right thing. And that's what he does. He's like, he's going to go to school. He's going to learn new things that you can't teach him. It's going to be really hard for both of you, but he's going to be stronger on the other side. And just, ugh. And also, his mother raised him well. Like, Poseidon, you can't just walk in here and say stuff like that.
And then disappear, like, not stick around.
And then refuse to meet your son when his mom is like, do you want to see him?
Yeah.
Just, ugh. But I do love the way that we kind of put the two scenes together at the very end, because, we've sort of had these like parallel stories happening. And the way that Percy arrives at the beach after escaping the underworld, and you hear Poseidon's voiceover where he's like, one day when he's ready, when he knows who he is and where he belongs. And at that moment where he belongs, who he is, all that, Annabeth helps him up because, where he belongs is with Grover and Annabeth. I'm crying, it's fine. And fate has revealed to him his true path. On that day, I'll be right by his side. And then pan to Ares walking down the beach, ready to fight. Like, it's a great ending to the episode.
100.
It's so good. And I love that. I love Poseidon saying that he's going to be by Percy's side, when he's ready and when he knows who he is. Because I like looking at the water powers that he has as like an extension of his father, and like as the way that his father supports him, I guess, and is there for him, because really the first intentional use of his water powers is gonna be this fight with Ares. Like, he hasn't really had a big water power moment, but he's about to like have a showdown with the god of war, but it's okay because his dad's gonna be by his side
Exactly.
through water powers, you know, not
Mm-hmm.
not actually there, but we will take it. We will take it. Are you excited for the Ares fight?
I'm so excited. I think it's gonna be a good episode next week.
I do like episode 8. Episode 8. I think they bring it home in a way that I enjoy. Okay, so any thoughts on the season 2 trailer?
I have to be so honest. I watched it when you sent it to me. I do not remember it. What if I rewatch it right now? Let me pull it up here. Okay, where is it?
We talked for 2 hours about a 2.5-minute trailer.
Okay, that.
Because of who I am as a
No
person.
offense. That makes me so glad I did not.
Yeah, so glad you were busy.
Sorry.
No, I know. I was thinking that too. I was like, thank goodness that Julie was busy because she would.
Literally, we hit an hour and a half, and I'm like,
engage
guys, I'm losing steam. I need.
Yeah, you're like, we have to go.
Like,
No, honestly, like an hour and a half is the perfect recording length, and we need to not go longer than that.
I'm also like I'm an old person now. Like, I go to bed at like 9 or 10 p.m. I'm like, who am I? I used to stay up till like 1 in the morning.
I know. I've definitely become old as well. Okay.
Okay, I'm watching it. He looks so different. Oh my god! I literally cannot get over like how different he looks. How old is
I know.
the actor now?
I think he's 16.
Oh my gosh,
now?
he's almost a man.
So that's last Olympian age Percy.
Yeah.
Right there. Biblically accurate last Olympian Percy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see we get more Clarice.
Yes, I know you're excited for more Clarice.
Mm-hmm. Also, watching, like, am I correct that we see Luke poison Thalia's tree?
Yeah.
Like, okay. Interesting.
I know. It also, like, it just looks better. Like, not that season 1 is bad, but I'm, like, it looks so cinematic and so...
It looks really good.
Oh, I cannot wait.
Especially, like, thinking back on, like, the movie. Like, this looks great.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's so close. Mm-hmm. It's so close.
I hope you realize when we go back to actually, like, reading the books, I'm going to need, like, the biggest refresher course ever.
Oh, of course. I'll make you a cheat sheet. This is what happened in The Lost Hero.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll be back next time with the final episode of season 1.
Crazy.
And then it'll be 2 weeks until the season 2. The season 2. It'll be 2 weeks until season 2, which is so nuts. Oh my gosh. Wild. Wow. Okay. Well, see you next time to fight Ares. Catch you later.
Bye.
Hi, you can find us on social media at DemigodDebutPod. You can also find the links to all of our socials in the episode description. If you enjoy consuming this podcast, please consider leaving us a rating or review wherever it is you are listening. See you next time. Bye!